The shoreline adaptation plan that was forced by government on us all, there's been a lot of talk about that. I'm the only councillor in Auckland who have been voting against the shoreline adaptation plan all the time. I found out the other day, the Auckland shoreline adaptation plans, they put out a bunch of maps which have got 3 lines on them. Where are we going to retreat to in 20 years, 40 years, 60 years? And I was sitting there thinking to myself, why is the first line so far back from the coast and the next 2 lines quite close to the first line? And I thought, oh, well, it must be the geographic lay of the land. In other words, the further back from the coast you get, the faster the ground rises.
Yeah.
I just found out the other day, no, very sorry, councillor, we'd made a mistake. Our model, we had put into the model that 2 meters of sea level rise, the predicted sea level rise in 100 years, the model thinks it's all going to happen by 2031. That's why the line's so far back from the shore.
So everything hangs off some sketchy sort of model that someone's
and I jumped up and the answer was, it was a mistake, councillor, and it's being fixed. Thank you, great, except the debate for the last year and all the maps I've seen and the public's seen with these lines on them has had a massive mistake in it, and that was the computer model thought that all the sea level rise was going to happen in the first few years.
Well, you can't rely on computer modeling for these matters, especially for climate, because there's too much data required. But that's interesting because worst case scenario based on computer modeling is what we've seen all along the way here. So
the more massive data you get, the more human error there becomes, because that data has to go into the system somehow. And so all I'm saying again is going back to our first parts of the discussion, and that is the public don't know what to trust. They don't know what to believe. Why the hell would you bother to vote?
Well, you look out the window, Ken. I mean, I'm looking at the picture behind you. I bet if that was taken 100 years ago, you'd see the water level at about the same place.
So that picture is my family valley that my great-grandfather settled in 1892. And I've lived here all my life. And I can tell you, because there's a ford on the little Hui Road, there's the only vehicle ford in Auckland that people have to drive their car through the water. And it is right lapping at the sea. And it's still exactly as it was when I was.
Yeah, so why does it all change from like about now?
Well, because the computer model was wrong.
Yeah.